Hello, all the students. Am I audible? Just wanted to check to it. Awesome, cool. So what we'll be doing across today is, since we have 28 days left for the exam, we'll try to make sure that we utilize the next 20-25 days to make sure that we can clear most of it. Awesome. Good evening, Priya. Good evening, Rutra, Raghavendra. Good evening. Good evening, Arif. Uh, right. So let's start. Now, let's try to look into it. We are today. Let's assume that I'm gonna start everything on 20th. I'm completely with zero, and I don't know how to go about it. And our exams, let's keep the timeline as September 15th. So typically I have August 31 days, that's my 11. And here I have 15, so I have 26 days left for the exam. So we'll plan on how do we go about it. And I'll try to give a schedule for somebody who's going to be studying for almost 12 hours a day. And for somebody who can do it with 8 hours a day, who's doing college, how to go about it. So you can always answer any of it that you have a doubt in the particular chat group out there. So if you really like the video and you think we have made a difference, do share it with your friends, right? Now the first thing that I'm going to be planning my days, I'll try to divide my day into 4 hours and 3 sessions. So what I'll be doing is my entire day, I'll be dividing into 4 hours of 3 sessions, so that it comes to 12 hours. Now, what I'll be doing is on 20th, let's assume individual questions, we will try to look into it a little later. On 20th, if I'm starting in, typically this is the schedule I follow, and if you guys want, you can make your own schedule. So morning 5 to 9 is my schedule 1. Then I take a break 9 to 10 for my breakfast, getting ready and other part of it. So typically I wake up by 4:30 so that I get half an hour to refresh, keep everything ready, and I start at 5. So 5 to 9 is my first 4-hour session. Then I take a break. Then I do 10 to 12. Then I take a break between 1 to 3. I take a break between 12 to 3. That's typically a 4 hours break where I need to have my lunch. If I have other work to do it or I want to catch a quick sleep, I'll do it. Then the next one will be 3 to 5 and then 6 to 10. So guys, this is my schedule. Again, I'm putting it across 5 to 9, 10 to 12, 3 to 5 and 6 to 10. Now, if you guys are not comfortable with this timing, you can always change across whatever is required out there. Now, ideally, what I'll be doing across is, now 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is my schedule, that is from basically 20th to 30th is going to be my schedule for 3 subjects. Now morning 5 to 9 and 1 to 2, 3 to 5 and 6 to 10, right? Now what I'll be doing across is morning, which is the freshest time, I'll keep it for law. Afternoons, which are little boring, I keep it for economics. Night, I'll try to keep it for my quantitative aptitude. This is how I'm going to be studying my 3 subjects. Now, let me first do the economics. Now, each of the economics chapter, if you look into it, has unit 1, unit 2. So, since I have 9 chapters, every day my objective will be here. I'll watch my marathon video of chapter 1, and that will take 2 hours time out there because you have two units, unit 1 and 2. So I'll be doing chapter 1 on first day, and then between 3 to 5 I'll be solving at least around 70 MCQs of each chapter. Now I'll only watch marathon, guys, listen to it. I'll only watch marathon for an hour, and then I'll be solving as many MCQs as possible between to it. So I'll try to finish one chapter between 10 to 5 of economics every day. I hope you guys are clear with this. So economics is going to be my schedule between 10 to 5 every day till my August 30th. I hope you guys are clear with it. Now, sir, is there any particular order I need to study? Now, typically what we try to tell you guys is try to find chapters which are going to be giving you more marks. For an example, my important chapters are theory of demand and supply, theory of consumer behavior, theory of production and cost, price determination. This is going to be my first preference that I'm going to be studying. Now, whereas the second part of it, which is macro, I'll be doing it next. So by doing it before 30th, I'll be done with the entire economics. Are you guys clear with it? Guys, are you clear with the economic schedule? So we are going to be doing every day 1 hour of watching a marathon, only one chapter, and whichever chapter you're going to be watching, you need to make sure that you will be doing the MCQs of that particular chapter on a daily basis. Now, please look into it the way we are answering it. You'll watch the marathon, immediately start solving the MCQs. Solve as many MCQs for 2 hours, and in the last 1 hour, you will try to check which all have you got it right and wrong. Which all have you got it wrong, you will highlight it so that you can revise it on the day of examination. Are you guys clear with the economic strategy? Raghavendra, Shiva, Harris, Jananis, Trujana, are you guys clear with it? Now let's come to our second paper, which is law. So morning, since it is fresh, this is the time I'll try to keep it for the law paper. Now in the law, what I do, these 3 days, I'm going to be doing only the Indian Contract Act. Indian Contract Act, between 20th to 23rd, I'll be spending most of the time on Indian Contract Act. What will I do? 20th, I'll just watch the marathon of Contract Act for 4 hours. 21st, 22nd, I will only be doing the past year paper questions. Guys, listen to it. I'll only be doing what? Past year paper questions of the Contract Act chapters. So I'm going to be reading it more from the question answer side, and the next 3 days, at least I should be completing 20 last year paper questions. 20 papers I need to complete it. Where do I find it? You know, you have various websites on ArivuPro channel, or even in the ICA channel, you have all the past year paper questions. So at least 20 papers you need to do it, and 3 days is good enough time for that. Now, once you are done with your Contract Act, now on 24th and 25th, I'll be doing Sale of Goods Act. Sale of Goods Act, along with it, the chapter 1, which is the Indian Regulatory Framework. Now, what I do, again, one day I'm going to be watching the marathon. The next day, I'm going to be doing all the questions. In 4 hours, it's good enough time to complete all the past year paper questions. Now, once I'm done with the Sale of Goods Act, now 27th, I'll do the Negotiable Instrument Act. 27th and 28th, I'll be doing the Negotiable Instrument Act, right? Now on 29th and 30th, I'll be doing the Introduction of Companies Act. This is my flow of my law chapter. So now if you look into it, I've completed 100% of economics. I've completed 70% of law. Now let's come to our third subject, which is going to be your mathematics. Now for mathematics, what I would suggest is Nitin sir has been doing all the chapter based questions. So every day, since you have totally around 18 chapters of mathematics, you need to complete 2 chapters of MCQs per day. Now, if you guys are saying, sir, I cannot do 2 chapters, I'm very slow with mathematics, what I would suggest is I'll tell you which are the chapters that you can skip. I would skip chapter which is differential calculus. Now, what I will do in the differential calculus is I will only try to do the past year paper questions and ignore it. So, differential calculus, I'm going to be skipping it. Now, logical reasoning, I will do it no matter what happens. And the second part of it, I will start off with statistics first. And then I will do the mathematics portion. Now, out of 18 chapters, at least be thorough with 14 chapters. Now, since it is too closer to your examination, I leave that 14 chapters to you guys. But preferably, these 2 chapters, something I would definitely miss. Along with it, maybe in statistics, I'll miss theoretical distribution. Right? This is the third chapter I'll miss if I'm finding accounting to be very, very difficult. But I think all other chapters are pretty much sorted. So again, I'm repeating the plan. Look into it. Law. Guys, for the college students, I'll talk about it a little later. Now for the law students, again, I'm saying 20th to 23rd. Morning slot 1, you'll be doing Contract Act. Now in the Contract Act, like I suggested, day 1, you'll watch Marathon. Day 2, 3 and 4, you're going to be doing the past year paper questions. 24 and 25, Sale of Goods Act. 26 and 27 is Negotiable Instrument. And 28 and 29 is going to be your Companies Act. Is everyone clear till now with the law portions? Shivkumar, Raghavendra, I hope I've answered to it. Now, math in the QA portions, I said you have 10 days. You need to do 14 chapters. On an average, you have to do 3 hours of just practice. Guys, you need to sit for 3 hours every single day per chapter and make sure in 10 days you complete your 14 chapters. Now, by doing it, now look into it. Law is, economics is done 100%, mathematics is done 80%, law is done 70%. Now we have 31 to 10, another 10 days. Now guys, this is where your trick starts of your preparation. Now 31st and 1st, you're going to be studying Indian Partnership Act. Indian Partnership Act law for 5 hours. And you will start off accounting partnership on 31st, 1, 2 and 3. So on 31st and 1st, between 3 slots, since you have 12 hours, And I would recommend you guys to push to 14 if possible the last 2 weeks. But 12 hours is still sufficient if you guys can pull it off. So what you will be doing is, in this you are going to be studying 5 hours. You'll be studying what? 5 hours of law, and balance 8 hours you're going to be doing the partnership questions. Now partnership, you need to start focusing first on dissolution, then retirement and death, then admission, and finally the theory. So you get 4 days. This is the sequence that I'm going to be doing. So now please try to make sure that you try to do as many. Guys, I'll answer all the questions towards the end. You can keep posting it. I'll answer it towards the end. Now, all the theory portions also has to be completed. 4 days you're going to be spending it on law. Now, once this is done, look into it. First 2 days you're getting 5 hours for law and 8 hours for accounting. But 31st and 1st, 2nd and 3rd, you're going to be doing completely partnership accounts entire day. Completely you're going to be doing what? Partnership accounts entire day. Are you guys clear? Now after this, that is, we are talking of 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what will I do in 4, 5, 6, 7 is, now I have 3 slots. Slot number 1 on 4, 5, 6, I will do economics revision. I am going to be doing economics revision. What do I mean by economics revision is, I am going to be taking certain RTP, MTP questions and try to keep solving it. Are you clear? Read the marathons or any short notes that you would have done. Revise for 1 hour, 3 hours you will write a test. Revise for 1 hour, 3 hours you will write. So like this, you will have to write your test on 4, 5 and 6. As many random questions as possible. Then your slot 2 and slot 3, we are going to be using it for accounting. Now on 4, 5, 6, you're going to be doing entirely company accounts. On 4, 5, 6, you're going to be doing what? Entirely company accounts. Are you guys clear till now? Now let's come to 7, 8. Now 7th and 8th, I'm going to be doing stats revision. I'm going to be doing just the statistics revision. And in accounts, 1 day I will do incomplete records. 2nd, 8th, I will do NPO. Everyone, please remember, we are doing 8 hours of studies of accounting. Now, when I say 8 hours, at least you should be spending or doing around 12 to 13 questions during those 8 hours. Few questions you can run through, few questions you can solve, but 8 hours for NPO and for incomplete records. 9, 10, you're going to be doing LR and QA revision. Now here, you're going to be doing smaller chapters like depreciation, BRS and bills of exchange. 9th and 10th, this is the chapters that you'll be doing. Clear? 11th and 12th, you'll be revising law for 2 slots. Since law is something that you guys are scared of, law you'll be doing 2 slots. And in the last slot you will be doing the theory of accounting. Theory accounting, because it comes for 16 marks, so you'll be focusing on the theory portion of the accounting. Guys, I'll answer all your questions, so are you clear with this? Now on 14th, 15th, 16th, you're going to be spending all your time on accounts, right? You'll be doing chapters, initial chapters, that's your cash book, your rectification of errors, your inventory chapter, you'll do it. here, along with your final accounts on 14th, 15th and 16th before your examination, you'll be revising it. I hope you guys are clear with the entire schedule. Now, if you guys want to write down, please let me know. I'll again just repeat it for you guys. I hope you guys are clear. Guys, please look into it. There is enough time to clear. Don't try to unnecessarily look into it, true or false and other part of it. Nothing. Haripriya, you can actually follow the schedule and you can do it. Satya's question is, sir, I have completed 50% of the syllabus. Whether I have to watch the recorded videos for the remaining chapters or should I follow the timetable given by you? Satya, since you have done 50%, what I would suggest is you can actually follow the timetable and fast track the chapters that you have already watched and use the time for doing the chapters which you have not done it till now. So for the chapters which you have still not touched, use that extra bit of time that you have to utilize that. Please stick on to the timetable. It's too late for you guys to right now figure out something to do it new. Sir, is it necessary to cover the theory parts from all the chapters? Yes, you are supposed to cover the theory from every chapter. Now, for your benefit, in the WhatsApp group, I'll be sharing you guys the theory notes, but I'll be sharing it only by August 1st. Sorry, September 1st. Law paper, I will not understand the questions. Guys, that is why I told you, you need to start now. Don't worry about understanding or other part of it. Like what did I tell you at the beginning? Study, watch the marathon and post the marathon. Just keep watching, doing the past year paper questions. The more past year paper questions you do, you will get comfortable with your examination. Are you clear with this? Okay, where can we get the past year paper questions? How to join in the WhatsApp group? I think there is a link on top of the chats to it where you can find all the marathon notes and the links. Where can I find the past year paper questions? One, ICI has it. ICI website, I'll just show to you guys if you want to look. See here. So if you go to ICI website, so if you come to the ICI page, there is something called as Board of Studies Knowledge Portal. So here when you come in, see here, there is something called as previous year paper questions, suggested answers, previous year suggested answers and model test papers. So these are the things that you will have to utilize for your past year paper question answers. Can I skip partnership if I study other chapters well? Partnership, the advantage of you guys is even if you know other chapters, the chances of doing errors are quite high. So partnership helps you to score smaller marks, which will help you to push your aggregate. Contract is mandatory to pass the exam. Contract act as the highest weightage. And if you guys are struggling with contract act, like I said, guys, please study only the past year paper questions. Algamani, please study the last 20 years questions. There'll be hardly around 80 or 90 questions which can be completed in 4 or 5 days. Guys, whoever is doing your college. Now you guys have to prepare on an average. If you guys are doing your college, this is for the guys who are doing college, you need to spend 8 hours. Now what you will do in 8 hours is 4 hours slot 1, 4 hours slot 2. Now you need to spend 6 days per subject, or max to max 7 days per subject. So you will be doing first 7 days economics and law, that is from 20th to 28th. You'll be doing economics and law. Economics and law. And 28th to 4th, you'll be doing quantitative aptitude and accounting. Now, how will you revise one chapter a day is something that depends on your past year paper questions for the guys who are going to college, because it's too less to do everything from fresh right now. So the ones who are doing college, I would prefer you guys to do it for the 8 days per subject should be good enough, 4 hours. Now what I'll do as a college student is I'll only go through the past year paper questions. As a college student, I will watch marathon for 1 day or 2 days max. After that, I'll only be reading the past year paper questions. Complete the marathon, watch the past year paper questions. That will solve your trick. Is it okay to cover the top weighted chapters? Ganesh, I've given the schedule keeping all of those in mind. So if you can follow it, that will be good. Raghavendran, if you have completed 50% of the syllabus, what I am saying is stick on to the schedule what I have given. Instead of you taking 4 hours per chapter, you can finish off in 2 hours and spend that additional time for the new chapters which you have not done it through. You guys have lesser time to complete it right now. Amuda, can you give tips to get passing marks in maths for a non-math student? Now, if I am a non-maths, 161. Yeah, if I am a non-math student, these are the chapters I'll focus on. First, logical reasoning. Second, in statistics, I will try to read chapter 3, 13, chapter 14, central tendency, chapter 15, probability, chapter 17, correlation. These chapters, I will try to do it first, and these are all formula based chapters. It does not require you to know mathematics as such. Now, post that, what I'll be doing, I'll be trying to focus on chapter 4, which is mathematics of finance. After that, I'll do chapter 5 and 6, which is permutation, combination, AP and GP. These chapters, I'll try to do my best out there, Amuda, if I'm a non-math student. These chapters are not related to any formulas. Yes, MSV we are working on. Is it okay to skip incomplete records and final accounts? Nisha, what I would suggest is on the YouTube channel, I have done one video of incomplete records and what do you call final accounts. I would suggest you to just watch it, for a reason that in exam, if something goes difficult, you can score at least half the marks in these two chapters, because there is a higher scope of getting weightage marks on all of this. Mega Tangaraj, all the marathon materials are shared in the WhatsApp group. Sir, my timetable is I wake up at 4. I study for law for 2 hours. Then 7 to 3 is college. 3 to 5 study QA. Haripriya, don't try to do, when you're doing college, don't try to do 4 subjects. Rather, try to stick on with same schedule of 2 subjects and try to finish 8. Sir, I am not able to recall anything. If I follow only marathon plan and timetable, will be enough to pass? The answer is yes. Satya, the previous year paper questions of QA and economics are there on our channel or the website. You can ask in the WhatsApp group, they will guide you across to it. How many previous year paper questions? I will always suggest to solve 10 years, that is 20 papers. Deva Prakash, guys, I've told you again, please don't work on the expected chapters. Try to complete with the timetable. You should be able to, hi Roshan, you should be able to score easily. For the ones who are studying, just be calm, follow the schedule. MSV will talk about it later. Right now, CMA marathons are going to be starting only from September. Haripriya, I told you, please stick on to 2 subjects in a day. Guys, when you are doing your past year paper questions while you're studying, please keep time for revising. That's where I said this is the time you're going to be doing your mock papers. So you'll be doing at least 3 to 4 past year mock papers. Ganesh, I hope I've answered your question. So guys, I'm giving last things. So try to just focus on this. Accounts paper, how to clear. Theory will be 16 marks. Partnership and company accounts put together will be 30 marks. Final accounts, incomplete records, NPO is 20 marks. Now I will try to spend as much as time possible to do this. Now I have chapters of BRS which comes depreciation, inventory, bills of exchange, all put together you will get around 20 marks, right? So now if I am a student, I'll be first focusing on this. This is my second preference, and then third preference, and this is my fourth one. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you clear with this? Now, if you want to do everything, please try to score well in all these 3, 1, 2, 3 at least. Fourth one you can skip. How to score was when you study properly, you will end up scoring it. Please try to focus on your studies. Instead of trying to score how to present in law and accounts paper, let me just go through this for you guys. See the suggested answers. Let's go for intermediate foundation. Let's go for May 2025 and look into the business law paper. See, they have given you one question and they are asking you give your opinion in accordance with the provisions of the Indian Contract Act, and they have given you 2 questions, right? Now I want you guys to look into the way they are answering. First thing, what you will be doing in a law paper is you will write the facts of the case. First thing in a law paper, you will write the facts of the case. Second, you will talk about the relevant section of a particular case. First, you'll talk about what is the case talking about. Second part, you will always talk about the relevant section of the case. Third one, you will give your opinion. Writing section numbers are not compulsory, but you need to write these three things properly. Now, let's try to understand this particular question. See here, I'll read one question for you guys so that you understand. ABC infrastructure was running business successfully from several years. P was the purchase manager. He authorized his agent Q to buy raw materials on his behalf. He instructed to buy only Mazboot brand of cement. However, Q bought 100 tons of Mazboot from R, well-known wonder, for ABC infrastructure at 3,500 per ton. Mr. Q has not disclosed the fact that buying infrastructure from P discovered this aspect. He refused to pay QR and rejects the cement bought by Q on the ground that Q has exceeded the authority. Mr. R suffered a huge loss on account of this transaction. Give the opinion whether P was bound to pay Mr. R for cement purchased by his agent. Second one, on the other hand, Q being an agent refused to accept a liability to compensate R. In this situation, whether can file a suit against Q. Right? Now see here, what are they telling? First thing, they are talking about the facts of the case. When an agent does more than is authorized to do, and when the part he does, which is within his authority, can be separated to it, he will be, the liability will be only binding him between principal. Now, second part of it, they are talking of section 228. Now, this is the facts of the case. Satya, you are asking me the question again and again. I'm telling you, please stick on right now with your marathon. You don't have enough time. For chapters which you are finding it very difficult on marathon, you can maybe watch the recorded thing, or please stick on to the marathon now and do as many past paper questions as possible. Right? So see here, they will first talk about the facts of the case. Then they will say how this case is, and finally they'll give you your opinion. This is the way to answer your law papers. Now, when it comes to accounting, now let's try to just look into the accounting paper. Now, accounting paper, see the way you need to present. One, you need to write in whose books you're passing the entry. There is 10 papers, guys. Otherwise, I'll post it around. Raghavendra, you want to clear in one attempt, start writing it across. Facts of the case, section, and the opinion. The suggested answers will be more, but when you write in the examination, try to stick on to these three things. Facts of the case, relevant section, and your opinion based on both the things. Guys, I'll share you all the papers in the group, so please keep studying for it. Fine, Raghavendra. Rutupriya, you won't find chapter based. You need to start doing it question paper based. Or you might have to buy the study material or the revision notes from ArivuPro. You don't have chapter base on any of the channels. For your support, maybe I can give you guys the accounting chapter base if you guys want. But chapter wise, you won't get it. Now, guys, come to the accounting presentation. See here, you need to make sure that you write the books. Every journal entry has to be accompanied with a narration. Every journal entry has to be accompanied with a narration, which is compulsory. The WhatsApp link is there on the top description. Inquire now, so you can look into it. So please make sure that all the accounts, first you can do the working note and then present the final answer. So see here, in certain questions, see here, income and expenditure and other part of it, you have working note. So every number, please keep this part of it. Again, I'm writing. If there is any number in the question, it should be part of your answer. If it is not part of your main answer, then you need to write a working note why you are not considering it. For an example, let's assume there is one transaction in BRS and it's not going to appear in BRS. You don't consider it, you need to write a working note for that. I hope you guys are clear with it. So finally, I'm giving you guys one last time the entire schedule recap. If you guys want, write it down. September 2021, sorry, August 2021, 22, 23, law. 24, 25, negotiable instrument. 26, 27, sale of goods act. 28, 29, company accounts. 30, 31, you'll be 30th, you'll be doing the introduction chapter. Now this is going to be your slot 1 of the day, where you're going to be spending 4 hours a day to do all of it. Now what will you do? You'll basically do one day marathon. Remaining 3 days, you'll do the past year paper questions. This is your part of it. And 31st and 1st is going to be your partnership. And this you'll be doing 5 hours a day, because partnership is little lengthier. Clear with the law schedule? Guys, you came in for timetable. I'm giving you a timetable to cover it. So please either follow what I'm saying or use your brain. Don't try to keep confusing people out there. Right? Now, economics, what did we say? Economics, we are going to be doing one chapter, one day. One chapter, one day, where we'll be doing 1 hour of marathon video and 3 hours of past paper questions. Ideally, you should be doing in 2 hours, but I'm giving you that because it's the day end, you can always try to leverage something more on it. Are you guys clear? With economics, then quantitative aptitude will be your slot 3. Here, I told you first finish LR, then statistics, then your QA. In QA also, I told you chapter. You'll start with mathematics of finance, then AP, GP, sequencing, and then you can do the other chapters to it. After first, second, third, fourth, you'll be doing partnership revision. 5, 6, 7 company accounts. 5, 6, 7 company accounts. 8 and 9 NPO and incomplete. 10, 11 will be your depreciation, BRS, and your bills of exchange. Then 11, 12 and 13, you'll be doing your other chapters of inventory, final accounts, and theory. Time management was I've given you, Raghavendran. I have told you 4 hours a day. Please try to stick on to it. On 12th, I'll tell you guys how to prepare for the last day of the examination. Right now, please follow what I'm saying. Arvind, all the marathons and past year paper questions links are all shared. Please search the group or search on the channel. Right? I hope all of this sorts out you guys. Please do your exams well, and I'll see you guys a day before examination with the important things along with the theory notes. Dev, economics marathon is done. Guys, please stop asking questions without searching. We have given it for free of cost, and again, please don't keep asking it. Search on the links, everything is there. Was time management first complete studying, Raghavendran? I'll talk about time management a week before exam. Right now, start focusing on completing your portions. Complete revise, and stick on to the schedule which have been given. Right? So all the best, guys. Do well, and hope to see you guys clearing your examination. If there's anything, we'll respond to you guys in the WhatsApp group. Raghavendran, for examination only, I will do a session right now. Focus on completing your portions. Right? Thank you, guys. All the best.